Yo, still Bills, what's the deal, man? Yo, I'm about 10 minutes away from work right now, and I wanted to hop in here and talk to y'all about this past weekend's festivities. So, Pete, game, man. Virgil Ortiz versus Serhii Bohachuk. We gonna dive into the other fights as well. We definitely gonna dive into Gabriella Fundora, man. That girl's a fucking killer, dude. And I want to talk about Charles Conwell as well, man. But right now, I want to focus on Ortiz versus Bohachuk, man. That was a potential fight of the year, man. That was a banger. That was a banger. I don't know. Like, I can see both sides. I can see Virgil winning. I can see Bohachuk winning, and I can see a draw. What I do want to see though is a rematch, and I only want to see that rematch because Virgil has time. Virgil was young. Virgil was hella young, and he has time to get a rematch in with someone like a Bohachuk and it not hinder his career, whether he wins or whether he loses. But one thing I want to say about him is for this dude to move up, because he's only had about 2 minutes at 154 pounds. He's only had 2 minutes in that division as far as time goes, and because he had both of the fights that he was in, they was abruptly stopped. Well, they just the fight with him and I can't remember, Lawson. That fight wasn't but a minute long, and then he violated Thomas Delorme in like a minute and a half. You dig, with a just a devilish body shot, man. So for him to have that fight, and then jump in with someone like a Serhii Bohachuk, who violated Brian Mendoza from rounds 1 to 12, violated this dude. For him to do that, go in there with him now, and fight from rounds 1 to 12. Sheesh, that says, I think this is a division that he belongs in, man. He went in there and fought a top 10 opponent and fought this dude, you know what I'm saying? And fought from rounds 1 to 12. I think, the moments where he would stop fighting, you dig, he would kind of just get real economical with his punches. I think that was him trying to see, all right, man, I haven't been past 10 rounds yet, so I'm a pump the brakes. I'm gonna pump the brakes on the on the volume. I'm gonna pump my brakes on the volume, and I'm gonna try and just what's the word I'm looking for? Preserve my energy just in case I can't make it to the later rounds. I'm gonna need this in the later rounds. But the minute he got dropped for the second time, he just said, he threw caution to the wind and just went in there and just stayed in his dude's chest and just went to work, man. Man, Virgil Ortiz is a problem, dude. Virgil Ortiz is a problem. He's a legitimate problem. I saw I saw a better head movement, even though he was getting hit. He was getting clipped a lot. That's what happens when you in there with you're gonna get hit when you're in there with somebody who's been in there with a certain caliber of competition. Brian Mendoza had just knocked out, Sebastian Fundora, put him to sleep. Serhii Bohachuk went in there and just violated this dude, violated that man for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So this is clearly a dude who's a somebody at 154 pounds. He's a somebody. He's a somebody. So you dig, those straight shots. He's out there. Well, Virgil Ortiz. A lot of the times he was standing on the outside. He wanted to slip and step around and all that shit, and just, really just be elusive and use his upper body movement. It looks good, but Serhii Bohachuk's his punches, some of his best punches are his straight shots, man. He was able to, with those, when your best punches are certain punches, you're gonna be able to find a home for those punches. When somebody is accommodating you, you dig, and with him being all the way out there, not in his chest, so he's able to get full extension on the shot, he's gonna find that shot, and that's what he did. And when he found it, he found it, and he found it very much so often, man. So, but he just the fact that I'm seeing Virgil use his upper body and just get up out of the way, get to the side of shots and get up under shots. I thought that was good. I thought that was really good defensive work, man. I saw real good head movement in there, man, from Virgil Ortiz. Even though he was getting hit, he hadn't fought anybody at this. Well, I won't say that. I think Velasquez was a reasonably high a reasonably seasoned fighter. You dig? I think he, yeah. I would say Kavaliaska. Him and Kavaliaska is maybe one of eh, I'd say Bohachuk is a little bit better of a win than Kavaliaska is, but Kavaliaska was a damn good litmus test for him. But I just really want to highlight the fact that for him to go in there and fight the way that he fought at a new division when he hasn't even fought in the division for about up until that fight he hadn't even fought a full round in totality at that division. And for him to go in there and fight like that, I just thought that was really a testament of who he is and a sign of the times, man. That's a really good that was a really good sign for him to go in there and be able to fight like that, man. This kid is the truth, man, and I don't like that at the beginning of the fight it was about Bud. We looking to fight Bud. We looking to fight Bud, and then after the fight it was we looking to fight Spence versus Fundora. This would make the second time you found a way to get out of the way of the Bud fight, bro. That shit is alarming in itself. You dig? And if we being real, I don't think Bud should even be looking in his direction anyway. I think Bud needs to be looking in the direction of a Sebastian Fundora. Well, they finna strip him anyway of that WBO belt. They finna strip him of that. But him and Murtaza Aliyev, I think Bud can get. I think he can go double, triple undisputed in the next 2 to 3 fights. I see him. I see him making that happen. I see him going undisputed again up there at 154 pounds. Let's make that happen. I don't even think he should be looking in the direction of a motherfucking Virgil Ortiz. So I'm not even mad at him for saying that shit. Honestly, I'm not mad at him for saying that. But Virgil Ortiz to fight the way that he fought is that I thought that was really, really a real good sign, man. Action fighter, good feet, good head movement, big puncher. Bohachuk is a durable dude. He hurt him a couple of times. But not enough. Like his power isn't what it was at 147 pounds, and that's a good thing because now you're gonna have to, really add dimensions to your game to be able to get rid of a nigga. You're gonna have to find other ways around just going in here and just knocking the dude out. I think that's good for him. I thought that was good for Bud when he went in there and he fought motherfucking Madrimov a couple of weeks ago. I thought that was good that he wasn't able to go in there and get rid of him. You're getting pushed now. Now you're meeting resistance. I like that. Lomachenko moved up. What happened? Resistance. He's not able to go in here and get rid of these dudes in a manner that he's accustomed to. I like that. Even though he's still finding ways to get rid of dudes at that same weight. I like that though. He looks a little bit more vulnerable up there. I like that. So for the fact that he's up there in the division, he can't go in there and just step on a nigga. He has to find another way to skin this cat. I like that shit. I like it. I love it. You dig? I love it. Showing high IQ, man. I dig it, man. I dig it. I dig it. And for the fact that this dude got up off the canvas, Virgil Ortiz, and he stopped being economical with his shots, and he was like, yo, man, fuck that. Now that's 2 knockdowns, and he just threw caution to the wind and just threw everything, at this dude. He just got up and went into another gear, a killer. Like this kid has a killer instinct, man. This kid has a killer instinct. He gets dropped, he gets up, and he gets right into your face. He gets right into your chest, and he just opens up. He's high volume, big shots landing, and he's just consistently putting his forehead on this dude's forehead and forcing him back to the ropes. That kid is strong. Forcing this dude back to the rope, putting forehead to forehead, phone booth fighting. He's forcing this man to the rope. Like, that is good way. And when he gets on the rope, he does good work off of the ropes. I fuck with Virgil Ortiz, dude. I honestly do. Now, I do. We gotta. We have an argument on who won that fight. I'm not sure who won it, but I can see all. I can consider all sides. I'm not mad at anybody who says Bohachuk won that fight. I'm not mad at anybody who says Virgil Ortiz won that fight. I'm not mad at anybody who says that it was a draw. I'm not mad at none of that. 2 knockdowns is pretty. That is kind of daunting. How you get 2 knockdowns and don't get the victory, I'm not so sure on that. That would have to say that, all right, cool, you won that round, you won the other round, and now you maybe have won one more round, and that's it. I don't know, man. There was some swing rounds in that fight, bro. It was some swing rounds in that fight. Some swing rounds. I don't know, Brody. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But nonetheless, that was a real good test for him up there at 154 pounds. I do not want Bo Troop to be devastated off of this loss. I don't. I don't want him to be devastated off of this. So I think his stock risen after that fight because a lot of people feel that he won that fight. And even with him, he's like, I'm not even mad about it, bro. His coaches was mad. His coach was madder than he was. He's like, I'm not mad about it at all because y'all know what's up. Y'all know I won that fight. I'm not tripping at all. It's all good. I'm happy. I put on a good performance, and y'all know what the outcome was, despite what the judges are telling you. I dig it, man. I dig it. I like him in that energy, man. That was a good fight. That was a damn good fight. That was a damn good fight. That was a fight of the year candidate, man. That was an incredible fight, man. That was everything we asked for in a fight. Everything that we asked for. You know what I mean? Pork. That was everything we asked for in a fight. Action-packed fight. It wasn't boring. Wasn't no chess match. It was just real. Oops. It was just real good, gritty, grimy, phone booth fighting type of fight. It wasn't a sweet science, you dig? So that was a really good, really good victory, real good performance by Sergey and by Virgil. And I'm looking forward to the next one from both of them. 154 is stacked, man. Jermell Charlo was coming back, and I'm not even mad at that, man. A lot of people feel he should just jump up to 160. If he can comfortably make 154 pounds, it's good work for him down there, man. It's real good work for him. It's real good work for him. Virgil Ortiz is about to be a factor up there. Him and Bud is there. I still wouldn't mind him and Mendoza. Charles Conwell is on the come up. 54 is stacked. 54 is stacked. That is a stacked division. That's a fun division. It's not as political as well. So that's Tim Tszyu. We can't forget about Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is at he's up there. He's still a factor in there. And I keep forgetting who it is that they said that was going to line him up with for his. Let's fucking go junior middleweight, man. Shout out to Virgil Ortiz. Good win. We looking to see what's coming for you next. And shout out to Bo Hachuk. We're looking to see what's coming next for you as well. Deuces.